tonight. No, we should be going in these homes and dragging them out. That's what the problem is. Problem is not these. We got to get properly defined to know who the enemy is. No black man or woman is my enemy. I don't call 911. If I got a problem, I'm going to deal it with you myself. The only people that call 911 is us. Only ones. Because we do not have any self-government to take care of our own problems. Crackers shouldn't be in the neighborhood. And they certainly shouldn't be getting no 911 calls. Talking about we want to make the police department better. Police shouldn't even be in the community. Talking about a civilian review board, there shouldn't be no police department in our community. It ain't one in the Hasidim community. They don't police nobody in the community but ours. Forget about a civilian complaint review board. Let's get rid of these crackers totally. And let's police ourselves. If you got to call crackers, you need to be beaten up. Now you do. People talking about I'm a nation. Well, form a nation. You can form a nation here. We can set up the institution before we go to these 5 states. Nobody got to get on 5 states first before you form a nation. We can be a nation now. Somebody get out of line, we can call court right now. We can send our own police department in. Not ask crackers for none of this. I'm not asking crackers for nothing. That's why you don't see me out here with all this crap no more. I'm not begging these crackers no more. Let's form our own government. Form our own police department. Form our own military. Form our own Secretary of State. Have our own ambassadors. Who can stop us from doing that? I don't have to go to no United Nations, ask no cracker for that. Am I right? Have our own government. People talk about the Jews. But no, Jews do not go and fight for America. There ain't no Jews in the military. All right? Because they have their own government. Right here. They got a government in Crown Heights. And Williamsburg. So let's form our government. Police come in their neighborhood, they whip them. For trespassing. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life begging crackers for nothing. I'm declaring myself free right now. And I'm going to act accordingly. Making no demands on these crackers. Who are they? In caves where we were selling the world. And you'll be asking them for something. This is madness. When y'all get ready to farm something, give me a call. I ain't marching nothing, nowhere no more. When y'all get serious and want to farm something, give me a call. When y'all get tired of marching and begging and pleading, then give me a call. I'm not going out there begging on crackers for nothing, including my license or their license. These crackers want to give it back, that's their problem. That's what happened there 3 years. Well, why did he ask for it? Why would he demand it? It's your license, crackers. If these crackers took something that belonged to me, I'll be down there whipping butt. They ain't took nothing that belonged to me. Didn't belong to me. And I wasn't going to do what they wanted me to do with it. Crackers don't give you no license to protect the community. They give you a license to do in the community. I'm in better health right now. And I will run around these courts fighting for everybody. It's madness. I'm not begging, pleading, or nothing. When y'all get ready to form a government, give me a call. I'll write the Constitution.
And what Attorney Automatic said was on point. You know, recently with the death of Sandra Bland, all of my social media, the blogs I subscribe to, you know, YouTube channels, so on, it's all about, oh, Sandra Bland, look what these police officers did to her. And I'm not condoning that at all. These crackers are murderers. We know who they are. If you've done any kind of examination of what the nature of these Caucasians is, you'll know that they are our absolute enemies. So this is not absolving them, nor is it blaming the victim, but it's highlighting exactly what Alton Maddox was saying in that video. We keep doing the same things and do not engage in the practices that are going to protect us and establish ourselves as a human entity, human reality, human cultural group on this planet that demands respect and recognition from groups unlike us. Okay? There's endless amounts of debate, endless amounts of lectures, endless cultural events, endless feel-good events, endless books and DVDs. Where are the institutions through which we can operate and administer our national interest? That's what we need to be concerned with building now. Not on social media, running our mouths, not going to each and every cultural event, chasing after each and every cult of personality, only to find out they're just a degenerate talker running their mouths, you know, the loudest person in the room, and they compel our attention, but really they're just the same old person on the street corner that you claim you're more conscious than. We don't need protests. We don't need to criticize these Negroes that are running into the white nation's institutions for jobs and to fight in the military. The people who are actual African-centered biological nationalists need to form the institutions that we need, organize a set and a code of ethics that regulates how we behave with each other through business, through interpersonal relations, through family building, what defines a family for Africans, and what kind of cultural practices will we undertake concerning recreation, concerning festivals. Okay, we need to decide on a language, have everyone start studying that language, and produce literature in that language. We need to decide on a name and start organizing all institutions in all essential and strategic areas of a nation to reflect that reality. Okay? We need to stop getting happy when our children graduate from their schools and then go and work for IBM, Microsoft, Google, whatever, and act like we've made it. We need to stop getting happy when people like Loretta Lynch are put into the office of the Attorney General of the United States. People like Barack Obama are put into, even though he's not an African, but you understand what I'm saying. We need to stop living vicariously through people who are charged with the task of committing and completing the genocide against African people. We need to come together and be disciplined and accept discipline and accept that we'll have to change our behavior. Look at what Sandra Bland was doing. Again, not criticizing the victim, not absolving the inbred mutant albino who perpetrated the crime of murder against her and the entire institutional network that facilitated the murder, i.e. the jail system. But she's traveling on a road without a firearm, smoking a cigarette, without a man. Okay, now I don't know if she was married or not, if she had a boyfriend or not. I'm just saying. There are reasons some cultures say, okay, women, you cannot go out of the house unless you are accompanied by a male. People say, oh, well, that means you guys are misogynists. You know, you don't allow women freedom. No, you can look at it another way. We're in a hostile territory. We're behind enemy lines. Women are being targeted. You don't travel anywhere without a man who is armed and ready to defend. Period. That's discipline. That's realizing what time it is and who your enemies are. But you're going to mouth off at this crazy-ass cracker with a cigarette dangling from your lip and then sashay off to the side, and then what does he do? Knocks you over the head, puts the cuffs on you, takes you to the jail, and next thing you know, you're hanging from a jail cell. Nobody knows what happened. Now, we have to understand that this is a threat in the environment and that we need institutions, we need codes of ethics. We need a manner of defining ourselves and defining people who are not African, and defining our relationship between ourselves, having systems of conflict resolution amongst ourselves, and having a set of behaviors that we display for non-Africans. You know, we reject them. We limit our contact with them. We don't go where they are. Okay? We don't say, I'm free, I can go do whatever I want to do, and then we go spend all our money buying all of their manufactured goods. We organize our dollars so that we can manufacture our own goods, the things that we need daily. Or people who are manufacturing those goods, we then give them our money so they can develop that business more. And once they develop the business more people are hired, prices come down, we have market establishment. Okay? These things we must do have a knock-on effect with every other thing we do, from economics to education, to growth in wealth, to political organization, to family building, okay, to cultural expressions such as language, such as literature, okay, such as the other cultural arts, okay, that make us distinct, and that people who have decided to speak for African people, not speak for black people or speak for everybody because we're all Americans and we're all one family on the earth. No, we need advocacy for African people only. And within that tight-knit group of power that is represented through institutions and has an infrastructural network through which we can conduct commerce and exchange of energy and information amongst each other. Through that entity, that is how we participate with other groups, organized groups. And that is the diversity on the planet. Not me sitting next to a Chinese person, sitting next to a so-called Latina, and, you know, there's a mixed person over here, and, oh, isn't it beautiful? We're all human. We're all diverse. No, that is not diversity. That is a monstrosity. That is out of order. We need African national institutions through which African people seek our primary relationships and through which we can build the necessary power to survive into the future. And we need to be about that now. If you're not about that now, I can't shed any more tears for what these crackers are doing to you. Is it wrong? Yes. But we need a method, a framework through which we can sanction that behavior, through which we can prevent them from displaying this aggression against us. We cannot sit and watch a litany of stories about people who are dating IMAs and get hanged, or people who are out and about living their, their lifestyle, their individual lifestyle, and then a cracker spots them, the prey, and then hunts them and kills them, and then we're supposed to now act in unison as African people. For someone who really didn't care much about being black, didn't care about trying to investigate what that means, what responsibilities are associated with her Africanity or his Africanity, and then acting accordingly. Okay? You're going to be a so-called conscious lecturer. You're going to be a so-called motivational speaker, and then you're going to date a stripper. I mean, if you're really interested in the woman, say, I'm interested in you, but I can't date a stripper, so you're going to have to get a different job. I can help you out with some things here. I see you have a son. I can give you some aid with the son, but I cannot be in a sexual relationship with you until you make that lifestyle change. See, that's a standard. That's an ethic. But if you're just going to say, well, yeah, I'm the conscious hero of the day, and it doesn't matter, I can date a stripper. We can't follow those people. Those people are anti-African. They're trying to destroy us and undermine our image in the world and mislead people. We need people who are disciplined, who have clarity of mind, thought, speech, and action, and act accordingly in conjunction with other like-minded people to build these institutions. That's what we need now. That's what time it is. If you're not about that, you're about genocide. Habibi Fahodie.